Hey, how's it going, fight fans? Welcome to mindforcombat. If you're new to this channel, my name's Rohan, and this is my platform where I do fight sports related content. So if you're new here, why not help me grow my platform? All you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like the video if you like it, and maybe hit that bell icon so you get notified every time I upload a video. With that said, this is a video that I'm so excited to make because it's a fight that I've been looking forward to for a long time, and that's the trilogy. And just before I get into this, I'm going to slaughter these guys' names. So if you guys are like a name pronunciation aficionado, well then forgive me. I'm from South London and I'm not used to pronouncing these kinds of difficult names. So sorry about that in advance. But nonetheless, I am so excited about the upcoming trilogy fight between Rodtang and Petchdam. I'm not even going to try with their surname, so we'll keep it at that, and hopefully that's not being too bad. This is a very exciting fight. In the world of Muay Thai, has really got One Championship to thank for this, international scale on which it's operating right now. The world of Muay Thai was kind of, relegated to Thailand. What was going on there, smaller shows. Here in the UK, we had like lion fights and stuff like that. And there's some true fighters out there, and it kind of always confused me that Muay Thai really struggled to get the traction, or even kickboxing that it did, because there's a lot of MMA fans that are only interested in seeing a stand-up fight. So if that is the case, then why does those fans not focus their attention towards Muay Thai and kickboxing? And it's really interesting to think about that. But nonetheless, One Championship has kind of revolutionized the world of Muay Thai, and we've got like Muay Thai happening in cages or in rings with MMA gloves, and now we've got World Championship fights, and this is a true World Championship fight. You've got Rodtang, who's one of the most devastating knockout artists, and just a tank of a human beings in the world of Muay Thai, and in martial arts in general, in counter combat sports. He's got to be one of the most ferocious, forward aggressive fighters that there is, and he fights Petchdam, who's one of the most technically precise, beautiful strikers who I've seen in a long time. It's actually the third fight between these young men, and they're so vastly experienced. So it's a fight that I can't wait for. It's a fight that I've really been salivating over for a long time. It's a fight that I think makes a lot of sense, and I'm really hoping that a lot of people tune into this. Now, obviously, on my channel, I try to cover all combat sports, so this is one that I was definitely not going to let go. And if you guys don't watch Muay Thai, please comment below and let me know, why don't you watch it? And if you are going to watch it, let me know what you're looking forward to in this fight, and if I've helped you or inspired you to go and tune into this fight on One Championship on July 7th, I believe it is, then let me know that as well. So without further ado, let's get into the breakdown of the video. So these are two young men, both 22 years old, physical prime peaks, but these Thai fighters, what's so interesting about them is they start fighting so young that these are so experienced fighters. Their records are absolutely mind-blowing. So Rodtang is 262 wins with 46 losses and 10 draws, and he fights Petchdam, who's got 96 wins, 16 losses and 7 draws. What can I tell you about experience there? Both of these guys have had over 100 fights. Rodtang's had over 300 fights. It's absolutely ridiculous. Only 22 years old, both of them. They've got a long time to go, and that kind of just tells you something about the pace at which these guys fight. The Western mentality is that you'll fight maybe 3 or 4 times a year, but for these guys, they'll fight so many times. To think that Jonathan Haggerty hasn't actually fought since he fought, obviously with COVID happening and everything. And big shout out to the general Jonathan Haggerty, but he hasn't fought since he fought Rodtang. Rodtang's actually fought like twice since then. He's actually coming off a loss, but we'll talk about that. They both stand at 5'6" tall, but I would say that Petchdam is the naturally longer fighter, even though they're the same exact height. Just the way that they fight, the stances that they operate with, I think that gives Petchdam a few more inches, but that doesn't really suit Rodtang's style anyway. To describe their styles, Rodtang, he's a tank. He likes to come forward. He throws big, powerful punches. He likes to, dump people on them like sweeps, throw them around, kind of throw them on the ground, and kind of like dishearten them, break their morale by what he's doing, let them know how much vastly he is stronger than them. And at this weight class, I would say Rodtang's probably stronger than most people. For Petchdam, I think he's more of a precision striker. He likes to stay on the outside. He's obviously a guy that enjoys using his left kicks. He uses the left high kick really well, and I think in his fight with Elias Mahmoudi, you really did see him utilize that left high kick very well. And I think he's done that really well throughout his entire career, and he's a really dangerous fighter stylistically for Rodtang when you consider the success that Jonathan Haggerty had with his teeps and high kicks. So it's a very interesting fight when you're looking at it play out. Some of their key wins, I mean, these guys have had so many fights that to talk about their key wins, I could really sit here and do a whole video on it, but it's really difficult, to kind of highlight it. But just to throw out some names, obviously Rodtang's beaten Jonathan Haggerty not once but twice. He's beaten Petchdam himself, so that's a big key win for him to have. And he's beaten guys like Suakim, who I think is a really good striker. For Petchdam, he's beaten Rodtang as well, so they're actually 1-1 coming into this fight. He's beaten Elias Mahmoudi, there's some debate about who won that fight, but I would say he probably looked like he was winning that fight in my opinion, especially the later round. So I would give him that fight. And he's beaten, you know, other tons and tons of great Thai fighters, and you know, could be going through them. But I'm not going to embarrass myself by trying to say these names really, really poorly. I'm going to get better at that, though. I will get better at that. So if you're a fight promotion and you're watching, you're thinking, I like this guy, but I don't like his pronunciation, well, get in touch, man. Your boy will learn. Your boy will learn. So don't let that deter you. The issue for Rodtang coming into this fight is that he's actually coming off a loss. I wonder how that's going to impact him. He lost his last fight after Jonathan Haggerty, and I wonder how it feels like to have, you know, a 10-11 fight win streak snap, then coming into this, a big world championship fight. Does he still feel like a world champion? For Petchdam, I think the biggest issue that he's going to have, that he's hittable. He leaves his chin out there. Now he's got a cast iron chin. I'm very impressed by his chin. That doesn't mean that he can keep getting hit. I think it's very, very dangerous when you play those games. I think Rodtang, if he hits you, and he probably will at some point, you will know and you will really struggle. The X factor for Rodtang is going to be his strength. I think he's the much more physically imposing man. I think if he grabs Petchdam and tries to dump it on his floor, Petchdam can't really do much about that. He's going to end up on the floor. And for Petchdam, I would say his X factor is his left high kick. It's a thing of beauty. Probably one of the best in the game that I've ever seen. And he throws it up so effortlessly, so fast, and he's so dangerous with it. So that's a very interesting fight. Let's get into the prediction. So what's interesting about this fight is that they're going to want to take opposite approaches. I think that Rodtang is going to enjoy a really, really decisive advantage in the clinch and when it comes to strength. Yes, we have seen that Petchdam can throw up that left high kick really fast, and he can touch Rodtang, and Rodtang is hittable himself. But I would say of the two fighters, Petchdam is the much more hittable fighter. And I think Rodtang is going to be throwing combinations, getting close, and he's going to know that. These guys have spent a lot of time in the ring with each other. They know each other well. They're both really young. I would say that Petchdam is probably going to have a lot of success early because Rodtang is a historically slow starter. That's probably to do with that time mentality of, you know, letting the bets come in the first round. But I think Rodtang being a slow starter and Petchdam, you know, is going to probably have a lot of success early, especially with that left high kick. But as the fight goes on, and Rodtang, you know, he's known as the Iron Man, he's going to come in, he's going to start putting the pressure on the Baby Shark. Not joking, that's what Petchdam's nickname is, the Baby Shark. And he's going to put a lot of pressure on Petchdam. As the fight wears on, we're going to start to see him sweeping, dumping, throwing Petchdam around a bit more. Rounds 3, 4, we're probably going to see Petchdam start to be a bit more demoralised, and I think Rodtang's going to start to really find success. Now, these are both two really well-conditioned athletes, and it can go either way. It's already 1-1. This is a pretty much a 50-50 fight, and I see both of these guys having decisive advantages over each other at distance and in close range. This is the tale of two fights, but in my opinion, we're going to see Rodtang be able to push through early adversity, close the distance, throw Petchdam around, score up the points, and win the fight to get back in the winning streak and to defend his world championship. So fight fans, for my official prediction, I'm going with Rodtang for the win. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment below with how you see the fight going. Really bad starter there, poorly timed towards the end of the video. These things happen. I won't edit out because it's legit. I don't edit my stutters and ums and ahs. I like to keep it 100% honest. But anyways, comment below, let me know how you see the video going, and also let me know what you thought about the audio quality. I got a new mic, actually got a new camera as well, new smartphone, so new camera. And let me know if you think the quality is improved. I'm still getting used to the usability of my new phone, and I picked it out just purely because it had a great camera. So I'm still getting my head around it. Gonna get better at it. The videos will get better. This is just you know, put together now. But let me know if you saw an improvement in the quality of the video and the audio. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, guys. As always, I'm Rohan, and this is Mindful Combat.